time is now for our young athletes. Whistler Mountain is the place, and winning the Whistler Cup is the goal. It's the most important ski race in North America and internationally for athletes aged 11 to 15 years old, bringing together different cultures, languages, and skiing styles, this year from 20 different countries. From Korea to Chile, from Spain to Russia, and of course the two North American favorites, defending champions the United States and the 2007 winner, Canada. Finland will challenge, Japan will fight, and even the Cayman Islands will seek glory, all battling for victory. Stay with us for the next 30 minutes and experience the excitement, the pageantry, and the alpine challenge that is the Whistler Cup. Also on today's show,
Whistler Cup is a big part of our lives. Couldn't keep her out of it.
Family. The Reeves say the family that skis together stays together.
Were they salting or not?
Fame. World Alpine champion Mike Janik gives back to the sport he loves. Friends. On and off the hill, these girls are rooting for each other. And fun. The Parade of Nations lets every country shine. All that and more racing action from the 2009 Whistler Cup. These world-famous mountains set the backdrop for the 17th annual Whistler Cup and soon the 2010 Olympic Winter Games. Whistler Mountain will host the alpine skiing events next February, but today all eyes are on the 400 athletes from across Canada and across the globe, here to challenge the best and compete for national pride. Started back in 1993, the Whistler Cup quickly established itself as the top event of its kind and is one of only 8 international ski races for this age group. Over the years, the Whistler Cup has showcased athletes that are now the world's best, including Austria's Benjamin Reich, Sweden's Anja Persson, and Whistler's own Britt Janik. 2007 was the first Whistler Cup win for Canada, proving the value and success of the event for national skiers. Last year, the United States triumphed over a second-place Austrian team. 17 years and going strong. Former Whistler Cup participants and Canadian Alpine team members Michael Janik, Emily Bryden, and Manuel Osborne-Parody have all had World Cup success this season. I'm sure they credit in part the support of their families, and it is family support that makes this event, the Whistler Cup, happen every year.
The Whistler Cup's all about having a fun time, and it's nice to have the whole family involved in that.
Coming up, how the Reeves family divvies up the workload and the fun.
You have to be quick thinking, quick moving.
Plus, why the K1 Combi is dubbed the bad boy of the Whistler Cup.
It starts with a stubby slalom, and it goes into a full gate slalom and then a GS. It's all different turn radiuses, and you have to be able to react really quickly.
The Combi is a fun event for the K1s, the younger participants, but for the K2 racers, the intensity starts with the prestigious Super G, the fastest and most challenging event of this competition. Friday morning, with stunning blue skies and bright sun on the slopes. Preparing to upload at the base of Whistler Mountain, athletes kept their focus on the challenge ahead of them. Anxiety and excitement was evident on the faces of the skiers. Years spent training and preparing would soon be put to the test. At the top of the mountain, it was time for some last-minute coaching advice. Warm up the muscles and prepare the mind for the Super G. The sunny conditions provide a challenge as the course weaves its way in and out of the shade. Top speeds in the Super G approach in excess of 80 kilometers an hour, a speed that these young racers attack in hopes of making it to the podium with a top 3 finish. A American Mikaela Shiffrin fought her way through the course and finished with a time of 1 minute and 8.54 seconds to finish in third place. Starting in 21st position, Whistler's own Kaylee Darlington bettered that time for more than half a second to finish in second place, happy to take the silver medal.
Number 2 in the Super G, how do you feel?
I feel amazing right now. I just collecting my thoughts on everything.
Tell us how the course was.
The course was amazing. It was turny in sections, it was straight, it was fast.
The Czech Republic's Bera Strakova proved to be the best ladies Super G skier. Bera finished with a time of 1 minute and 7.54 seconds to take the gold and make her country proud.
It was very good for me. I like it.
Was it fast? Was it scary? How'd you feel?
It was fast. Because in Czech Republic we are not going Super G a lot, so I love it.
Soon the men would make their way to the Super G starting gate, ready to reach the big speeds while holding on to their edges. This event would test their resistance to G forces. The U.S. skiers came up big on the men's side as well, as Eric Hefferman blazed his way down the course to a third-place finish. Teammate Thomas Robles did not disappoint either, with a time of 1 minute and 7.54 seconds. A great finish and good enough for the silver medal.
Come on, Broderick! Go!
Hometown hero Broderick Thompson attacked the course. And finished with a time of 1 minute and 6.47 seconds to take the gold and put Canada on track for a successful weekend. Later in the show, we'll have the results from the K2 slalom and the giant slalom races. Plus, we'll take you behind the scenes with the hundreds of hardworking volunteers.
Go!
Coming up, special recognition for a longtime volunteer.
Let's go, Broderick! Come on, Broderick!
And Whistler's Team Canada favorite, Broderick Thompson. There are so many roles to be played during the race for the podium and hours spent. And although you see a lone wolf speeding down the mountain, if you look a little deeper, you'll find the Whistler Cup is a family affair.
She broke her arm in the Super G up at Rosslyn in the provincial championships. The Whistler Cup is a big part of our lives. We couldn't keep her out of it.
I haven't done a warm-up on it.
A family effort both on and off the hill keeps this brother and sister K2 ski team on course.
This is our 4th season participating in Whistler Cup, and to our kids, it's just a huge, amazing time. For the parents, it's very busy.
Dozens of families are the cogs and wheels of what makes this world-class showcase run.
Our mom is helping out at the club cabin, getting all the start list ready. And our dad is doing announcing on the race, on some of the K2 races.
Strakova from the Czech Republic in at 1:07:54. 1:07:54.
The Whistler Cup's all about having a fun time, and it's nice to have the whole family involved in that.
Because we're all participating, it means that we have this shared memory. This is very much a family memory that they will have forever.
Here at the Whistler Cup, there are many super families like the Reeves. I'm sure each of the almost 400 athletes have a story to tell. The one they really want to be able to share after the weekend is what it felt like to win their country gold. Although no matter who wins, these are memories for a lifetime. Coming up, culture and camaraderie at the Parade of Nations.
Who's gonna win the Whistler Cup?
Slovakia!
Ready to go, Jake? All right, let's do this.
Plus, hometown hero Michael Janik shares his expertise. Mike Janik knows how important it is for a skier to be able to adapt to a changing rhythm and radius. Big turns, small turns, jumps, carving, and tucking. That's what the K1 Combi is all about, dubbed the bad boy of the Whistler Cup.
The K1 Combi is the most feared race at the Whistler Cup. And it doesn't take long to figure out why.
It starts with a stubby slalom, and it goes into a full gate slalom and then a GS. It's all different turn radiuses and you have to be able to react really quickly.
You have to be quick thinking, quick moving, constantly getting your legs out and around each gate and looking ahead for each transition.
The course includes big and small turns that force skiers to constantly shift gears. Jumping, carving, and tucking at lightning speed. Even the winners of the race aren't big fans.
I haven't really met too many people that like the combi.
I hate combi. I can't wait till next year, so I don't have to race it anymore.
You did so well.
But the combi did end a disappointing start to the weekend for Ronnie Remy.
Feels really good. I wasn't having a very good few days before that. In the slalom, I fell first run in GS, so today it's kind of made it seem a lot better.
The combi is sure to intimidate the next generation of skiers, but it's become a rite of passage. This rebel event is now a respectable race at the World Cup level.
The combi event is a great learning tool for the K1s and definitely sparks a competitive spirit. And that's what the Whistler Cup is all about, world-class competition, even when the flags are flying in the village for the Parade of Nations.
Who's gonna win the Whistler Cup?
Slovakia!
Finland!
Yeah, because I'm the only one.
Winning is important, but it's not the only thing, and it's not even the favorite thing at the Whistler Cup.
I think it's cool that people from all over the world get to compete against each other.
Everything. The race. I like Super G.
Whistler Cup is so awesome.
Why?
Because it's like all the countries coming together to do what skiing's all about. People come all the way from Newfoundland.
The slalom and the parade. That's good. Yeah. It's a lot of fun seeing all the other countries.
Are you counting all the flags? For the village of Whistler, this is a great warm-up for the big event in February, when over 80 countries will be competing for gold. Today, more than 20 countries represented at the 2009 Whistler Cup, including a couple of first-timers. Later in the show, we'll catch up to the high-flying athletes from the Caribbean islands. Plus, we'll find out which nation wins the 17th annual Whistler Cup. This event is as much about the guts as it is about the glory, and the life lessons learned hard on the hill that are passed along with each generation.
My ski role model is Mike Janik because of his determination.
More than a medal finishes at the end of this giant slalom course. After the race, Jake Allison meets his longtime ski hero Michael Janik for the very first time.
Were they salting or no?
The two easily fell into shop talk.
I talked about some of the World Cups that he's been in, like the one where he got in third, like how they set the slalom courses and stuff.
Ready to go, Jake? All right, let's do this.
Michael Janik went down in history this year as the first Canadian man to medal in slalom at the World Championships. But this Canadian cowboy wasn't always a bronze medal winner.
The Whistler Cup, I was actually not so hot of a skier then.
Jake is one of the strongest technical skiers on the hill, but his size holds him back.
One of the guys that I race against is 6'3" and around 170.
Jake's excitement and passion for the sport of skiing really puts him in front of the pack. He's so dedicated, he has his own training course set up in his backyard.
Dedication is a quality both Jake and Michael share.
I just knew that if I worked harder, that it would pay off. I think that's what separated me from a lot of the people.
Jake's hard work and vision will hopefully drive him onto a World Cup circuit one day. But for now, he's happy living out another dream.
But yeah, I think I kept up pretty good.
Mike Janik has come a long way since his Whistler Cup days. This year he became the first Canadian man to win a medal in a slalom event at the World Alpine Championships. Slalom's a favorite for many racers, sure to be a popular spectator sport in 2010. And although Olympic success is a few years off for these athletes, a win at the Whistler Cup will put them on the right track. Saturday saw more challenging conditions for the young skiers as the snow clouds rolled in over Whistler Mountain. Today, the K2 kids take on the slalom on the Upper Dave Murray run. 2 runs down, and the best combined time takes home the gold medal. The ladies got things started. American Paula Moltzen set the pace with a combined time of 1 minute, 37.32 seconds, enough for a podium finish, winning the bronze medal. Continuing her winning ways, the Czech Republic's Béra Strakova finished with a combined time of 1 minute, 36.32 seconds for a silver win. And also continuing a strong weekend, American Mikaela Shiffrin stepped to the top of the podium to claim the gold, making it a close battle for the Whistler Cup.
You came in first. How does that feel?
Crazy. I didn't really expect to win the slalom. It's not really my best event right now, but it was good.
The challenging weather continued for the boys. 1 missed gate means elimination. Some would hike to avoid that, but it would require 2 perfect runs on this day to make it to the top 10. Broderick Thompson once again delivered, finishing with a combined time of 1 minute and 37.73 seconds to win the bronze with a 3rd place finish. Danielle Duffy of the U.S. bettered Broderick's time by 3/100ths of a second to win silver. Finnish skier Max Luko had the men's best combined time of the day, winning the gold medal to go with his 6th place finish in the Super G.
Well, I was second after first run, but then I just thinking that I want to win, and I just go for it.
K2 Slalom for the Whistler Cup 2009.
Every top 10 finisher contributes points to the Whistler Cup, and there's still one more day of racing as the K2s take on the giant slalom. And that means one more night of playtime. Because remember, these athletes are also teenagers. They're just not your average teens. Coming up, it's the ultimate ski girls sleepover.
Come on, Broderick!
Plus, Whistler racer Broderick Thompson on the home field advantage. Just like the Jamaican bobsleigh team, athletes from warmer climates like the Cayman and Virgin Islands are rarely seen in winter sports. Well, we're about to introduce you to the next generation on the ski scene.
Hi.
At first glance, there's nothing unusual about these ski racers, until you find out they hail from the sunny, snow-deprived Caribbean.
I'm from the Virgin Islands. It's really hot. There's no ski mountains there.
We were trying to mold them into sailors and decided they didn't want to be sailors, they wanted to be skiers.
Serena and her twin brother spend half the year training in Colorado.
We help each other and we get to encourage each other, so we get to watch each other for what we're doing. Like on this course, he could watch me to get pointers because I'm older by 36 seconds.
And it doesn't hurt to have a pirate in the family.
Our family is the kids. We're a Scottish clan. We were traced back to Captain Kidd, so we decided we'd just carry on with the theme.
That helps us get tough.
Dean Travers is from the Cayman Islands. He placed 3rd in the giant slalom.
I had a great result, 3rd place for the islands, which I don't think has ever been done before. Yeah, I did what I wanted to do. Podium finish today.
Unbelievable. I'm so proud of him. It came from absolutely nowhere 2 years ago to being one of the best skiers I've ever seen his age.
Whistler Cup's been fun this year. I've had a great time skiing and seeing how I stack up against all the other countries.
For Serena and David, competitive sports run in the family. Dad's an ex-NORAM ski racer, and Mom competed in fencing in the Summer Olympics in '84. Couple things you quickly discover over the 3 days of the Whistler Cup: the supportive families and the connected kids, especially for the groups who've been skiing together since they were 3 years old.
It's the night before the Whistler Cup. Emma King tunes her skis for the big Super G race. Finishing 17th at K2 Nationals, the pressure is on. But that pressure is quickly pummeled by a gaggle of giggling girls, a Whistler Mountain Ski Club troupe she's skied with since she was 3 years old.
We've just always been together.
They're friends, they usually have common interests, and skiing is kind of something that just keeps us together.
More than a decade later, the now K2 racers are still at each other's side, lending each other their support.
If you have a bad race, they're always there to hug you or say reassuring words.
Some of us are better than others, so I'm always looking up to the ones that are better.
See, it has flowers on it.
Next year will be the girls' last Whistler Cup, the last time everyone will be in one picture.
Maybe in 10 years or so we may not be hanging out, but we'll always be friends, you know, just friends that you keep forever. So, BFF.
Best friends forever.
Many friendships are forged on the mountain for the racers and for the volunteers. Coming up, an adults-only Whistler Cup tradition. But first, a closer look at the skill and style of Whistler Mountain Ski Club's Broderick Thompson.
Really easygoing and doesn't let stuff bother him too much. He's really funny.
That's how Broderick's teammates describe him off the hill. How does that translate on race day?
Well, let's say I'll have a bad result. He won't be too disappointed. He'll still be like chilling with our friends, and it's cool.
Broderick's a fantastic athlete all around. He does a lot of figure skating as well, so he's sort of a multidisciplinary athlete.
As for his performance at the Whistler Cup, he's got style, he's got skill, and he's got a secret weapon.
I got them from Ford Sweat, which he won last year at the same event, same discipline. So they're very fast skis.
So is it the skis or you?
A combination.
All eyes are on Broderick, but will it be enough for Canada to take home the gold? You can do the math as we head into the final day of racing when the K2s take on the giant slalom. Sunday, the final day of racing and the last chance for athletes to help their country win the Whistler Cup. Today, the K2 racers take on the giant slalom course. The weather did not improve on Sunday, and so Whistler Cup racers have to fight for glory through the wind and the snow. American Mikaela Shiffrin continued her winning ways, finishing in third place with a time 56.07 seconds. Teammate Paula Moltzen bettered her time by a mere 23/100ths of a second to bring back a silver medal to her hometown of Lakeville, Minnesota. But it was the Czech Republic's Vera Strakova who continued her dominating performance of the weekend to win the gold medal with a time of 55.63 seconds.
I'm happy because of 3 races I was 2 times first and 1 time second.
Next, the men would challenge the course as the snow continued to fall. Finland's Max Luko once again stepped up and delivered a winning time, 56.32, good enough for a third-place bronze medal finish. Japanese skier Shogo Arai skied a time of 56.05 to bring home the silver medal and pride for the team. Winning his first medal of the event was another Finnish skier, Mikael Svens, a gold medal to take home to Helsinki, winning by a mere 3/100ths of a second.
And how does it feel being first?
It's always nice to be first, never easy to win. So, great.
The awards, the meals, the events, it all costs money, and without sponsors, the Whistler Cup would not be possible. At the annual sponsors luncheon, organizers, Whistler athletes, and of course representatives of supporting companies like Manulife Financial, Haywood Securities, and Whistler Blackcomb took a break from skiing and sat down for good food and good conversation.
For 15 years, Whistler Cup never had a cup. They approached us 2 years ago, so we turned it over to our engineers and we gave them the challenge to put a cup together. So what you got here is a beautiful display of aluminum. It's got the big ski turn. It's a great cup. All the 18 different countries are identified, and it's a great opportunity to give to the nation who wins it.
Whistler Blackcomb has been a sponsor since day one of the Whistler Cup, providing facilities, support, and mountain access.
It's really important because it gets the name of Whistler and Whistler Blackcomb out around the world.
This year, the Whistler Cup needed a major supporter to step up. Enter Gary Lund, our federal minister of sport and longtime supporter of alpine events.
If you look at our elite athletes, the guys that are winning World Cups, World Championships, the guys that are going to represent us in less than a year from now right here in Whistler for the Olympics, all of those guys came up through the Whistler Cup.
So sponsors are important, but even more so are the volunteers. And why do they do it? Is it a love of the sport? Is it the kids? Or is it the annual volunteer night at Dusty's?
This is a rare sighting. Hundreds of hard-working Whistler Cup volunteers away from their posts.
We have about 300 volunteers to this event, and the event would not go on without them.
But these volunteers deserve a night off. They're usually working either on or off the ski hill.
I just get a huge sense of pride and involvement. It's just feels really good.
It's mums and dads. There's a lot of people like the Benbows, John and Carrie, whose kids are well past racing in Whistler Cup, who are still very active.
I love seeing the children, the little children, how excited they are, and it's a very special event.
Okay. Julie Paul has been up since the crack of dawn, but she wouldn't have it any other way.
I really enjoy the people, and I work long hours from 5:30 till now, whatever time now is. I just got off the desk. I love it. I really enjoy the energy. It's really the people that keep me coming back.
Julie Paul.
So it's no surprise Julie took home this year's Volunteer of the Year award.
I just want to say I want to thank everybody for all the great work that we've done this year, and it's just been a wonderful feeling, and that's what I like. We really worked for that feeling.
And now for the big finale. Time to find out who's going to take home the special awards for top Canadian athletes, top nations, and the big winner of this year's Whistler Cup. The excitement was building all day, and the big question, would Canada have enough points to once again claim the Whistler Cup? First, it was time to acknowledge the top Canadians at this year's event. The Nancy Green Award was presented to the country's top female skiers. Ronnie Remy of Palgrave, Ontario, winner of the K1 Combi race, also won the K1 Nancy Green Award. Whistler's Kaylee Darlington won the award for the K2 female skiers.
Nancy Green Cup winners. Lily, thank you very much.
Next, it was Canada's top skiers on the men's side and the Dave Murray Award. At the K1 level, it was presented to Thunder Bay, Ontario's Chris Doan, who also won the K1 Combi race earlier in the day. For the K2 level, the award was presented to hometown hero Broderick Thompson, who'll be keeping the trophy in Whistler.
Canada!
Canada won in the top country for the K1 level. The United States claimed the top ski nation for the K2s. But to win the Whistler Cup, you need the best combined points for both the K1 and the K2 levels. Who will it be?
The top country overall in the 2009 Whistler Cup is Canada!
For the second time in 3 years, Canada won the Whistler Cup, instilling pride and glory to the village of Whistler.
Congratulations, Team Canada!
Another amazing event, and congratulations to all of the athletes. Now Whistler can move on to its next big international competition. They're counting down the days until February 2010. I'm Johanna Ward, and from all of our team, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be watching for these young athletes on the podiums of the future.